How's it going, everybody? It's Charlie with Mountain Man Digital. Back again, hitting you with the Friday favorite. This is why your website sucks. Now today, what I think I want to do is auto repair. No, we did this like last week. We got to think of a better one. I think the thing that we want to do this week is going to be tree removal. And let's do Albany, New York, which is another city close to me. All right. So tree removal's been huge. You know, actually, I'm going to change it up. I've changed my mind. Contractor, Albany, New York. Because, man, have I seen a lot of contractors lately. I live in a more rural area, obviously, and a lot of folks from the cities have been constructing new homes out here and moving into this area. So you just see contractors going crazy all over town. All right, so we got Albany, New York, which is the city closest to me, about 40 minutes to the west. And the first one we see is Bennett Contracting, and I bet you that one's pretty good. But once again, you'll see, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sixth record is actually his real Google search record, right? This is the Google Maps 3-pack. And you'll notice also that he's beating out, okay, Crisafulli Brothers with 1,500 reviews. Ah, never mind, they're a plumber. So probably not what you're looking for, okay? So we got Bennett Contracting, since 1915 trusted, whatever that means. What a tagline. And looks like a pretty nice website. And great credibility indicator here. Where did I see it? Employment opportunities, right on the front page, right? First of all, they probably really do need help. I know that, like, a lot of my buddies who are plumbers and electricians and roofers are like, we can't get enough help. You know, food service too. So probably legitimately need help, but also, like, companies that are looking to hire are generally a little bit more respectable than, you know, your fly-by-night beater truck contractor. So that's a good thing to put on the website. I like that. Now, let's click on the 100-year history and see what we get here. Some dude in a suit, okay. Oh, look, opens up a plumbing shop rented in a rented garage in Delmar, New York. And then just this whole story. That's pretty cool. I would probably press against that for one specific reason. You see this all the time with old family-run companies where they'll say, you know, we've been in business since 7000 BC and we have a long history, and they'll talk about themselves forever, right? I've even heard ads like this. And, like, as a customer, like, do you care? Unless you're like a weird history buff, probably not. So you're essentially just blabbering about yourself instead of explaining how, for the past 100 years, your company has helped people in the community, right? That's a very different story, you know, because they'll often say, you know, with hard work and determination, he served the area. And it's like, yeah, what did he do? You know, and stuff like that. And that's what I'm kind of seeing here. Looks like they're just talking about how old they are. And that's like the real piece. You know, is to serve employees and customers for the betterment of our communities and neighborhoods, right? Just very general speak. You know, it's not saying anywhere on here anything special about why these guys are better than, like, Johnny Fly-By-Night, right? Who's just riding in his truck. And that's why those guys still get business, is because I feel like once you have a construction company that gets to this size, you just talk about how old and how big you are, and people hire you, right? And oftentimes those are your only benefits too, right? Because you have to charge more to handle all the admin expense and the overhead. So what I would argue here is the biggest mistake, before I'm even looking at page speed, before I'm even looking at how they're ranking in the area, which is relatively good, their biggest problem here is I bet that their bounce rate is crazy high. Okay, and what I mean by that is they probably get a bunch of website traffic from having these decent spots for Contractor, Albany, New York, but I imagine when people land on this page and just see like a picture of a finished kitchen that could be right out of house.com, right? And just some other random pictures that like kind of look like work that's been completed. You're just like, meh, I don't care, right? It just doesn't seem like it's not compelling, right? The site is not compelling. And the 90% of it is the pictures and the text, because that's 90% of your website, folks, okay? Looks great, looks professional, right? I could have built this website. It's very nice. But the text, the content on the site is killing them. I almost guarantee it. So let's go ahead and do our standard. Let's take a look at the page speed, see how the site's faring. Get this boy running. Get this boy running. And I'm seeing this as a problem nowadays way more than anything else, right? It seems like, especially with advances in software and everything, like if you have a little bit of money and a little bit of time, you can put together a really good website. You know, and hiring a wrench turner like my company just sometimes isn't that huge of a deal, because the customer's work, right? Getting these 107 good reviews, actually being a good company, working hard to over-deliver to their clients. That's why they're here. Let's be honest, okay? 99% of the time, the hard work's already getting done, and you just need a half-decent site like this. And that's probably where these folks are landing, right? They're making money off this website, I'm sure, right? It's covering the hosting fee. Let's say that, okay? The thing that's probably killing them, and once again, right, they are the biggest piece of the pie here based on the other sites that are competing with them, right? Bennett Contracting gets them 110 hits a month, their own name, right? Bennett Bathroom Remodeling Company, wide open. Dex, Albany, New York. They probably make a ton of money off of that one, right? They're doing well. They rank well for keywords, okay? Their site doesn't load that good on mobile, but this is good to see. See this here? This is actually showing you how real people have experienced the site. Okay, and based on those real experiences that Google has cataloged, they think that the site loads too slow. Classic mobile phone issues, okay? So I bet you that before they even start to read the text on the site, okay, they're already leaving. Right? They're still making money. I'm saying that, right? Folks are still just coming to this page and going, what's that? And they can like kind of see the phone number here, and they're like, hello? You know, and they just call them. I'm sure it's still doing that. Oh, and they also have the bar at the bottom, right? So they're still getting phone calls, I'm sure, right? That's not the problem here. The problem is for anybody who's like looking for a real reason to work with this company, right? Like, I'm just not getting it. Like, this is just some of the most generic stuff I've ever seen. You know, these pictures look like they were plucked right out of house.com. And perhaps they are real photos. I imagine they are. But they're so staged and so clean, right? Like this one, like at least it has some weird front lighting. So it looks like a contractor took it. You know, these are so staged and so clean that I'm like, sure, maybe you did these, but I don't feel like I'm looking at someone's house. You know, the major thing that I think these folks could do is like offer a 10% discount if someone gives like a 1-minute video testimonial. And you have this text, and maybe you even have this picture up here of a house you really did, right? But it's incredibly staged once again. But then down here, instead of all this schmoo, just have videos of happy clients that are showing what was done, right? And for those who can't watch videos for whatever reason, you have a couple of just like customer taken pictures next to the work and a little write-up from them about how they loved the work you did. And that's what should be on every single one of these pages. Okay? Like, for a company that's clearly doing a large amount of volume like this shouldn't be too difficult to do. It should be like you send out a couple emails, you motivate the team with this new promotion, you tell your sales team, you tell your service staff, they work together, you get that content in a couple of months, and you double the revenue on the website. Right? That's why this website sucks, is because it's not useful. Right? As a homeowner looking at this, I am not excited to work with this company. All I know is that they're going to charge me a little bit more than Johnny Fly-By-Night up the road, and I'm probably going to have to get on a waiting list to work with them, and it's going to be good work when it gets done, clearly, because they have a system in place. I get that feeling, but I'm not blown away. I'm not ready to pick up the phone, right? And I think that most people that land on the site are the same way. All right, guys, so I hope you found that video useful. If you did, give it a like. Be sure to share it with any other business owners that you think might find it useful, and I'll see you in the next one.